In this lecture, we are going to learn how to run Haskell files with the Cabal command line interface. Join me in your command line or terminal application in your Cabal project. One command that can be used in Cabal that's actually optional is the build command to build a package. This will also download and build all the required dependencies. So we can try out Cabal build. This is going to resolve our dependencies, build a profile. In order to do so, the following will be built, listing your project and the project version. Then you'll see if you can build an executable for Hello Cabal or if there's a problem. Your project will now change to contain a folder called dist-new style. This will contain a build folder, a cache folder, a package database folder, and a temp folder. So this is the build files that were generated when we built the project with the build command. So these are the files that you can use if you are deploying your project into production because they are the built files. Another popular command is the run command, which you can use with Cabal run. This is going to actually build and run. So that's why I said build is optional, because run will build and run. That's why we see up to date, because our build is up to date. We just built. If there's been an update to the project, it will rebuild. Then we also see Hello Haskell. So where does this come from? Well, the run command builds your executable or rebuilds if it's not up to date. And then it's going to run the binary, which means it's going to run the project, run the executable, starting with the entry point, which is the main Haskell file. If you go back to your project, you can see our main Haskell file says that we should print or put string line hello Haskell. So this means when our project is run, we're going to print out the line hello Haskell. So that's why we see hello Haskell here. Let's say I change this line from hello Haskell to something else like Mammoth Interactive. I'll save my file, then I'll go back to the terminal and I'll rerun the command Cabal run, which is going to build the project because there's been a change, and then it will run the build. So it's going to now say Mammoth Interactive in our command line because we changed what should be printed out. So the run command will build and then run your project, starting with the entry point for the project, which is the main Haskell file, the main function. In our case, we just printed out a line, but we could add a lot more functionality into main. We could even call other modules as well to run. So we can have this modular approach to the app where you have many different modules working together, but they all start at main. So we don't have to run Cabal build, we can just go to Cabal run immediately. You can also install an executable for convenience, so you can call Cabal install. This is another popular but optional command. An executable program lands in a special directory for binaries that may or may not already be on your system's path. If it is, the executable can be run by typing its file name on the command line. So in this case, we wrote tarball sdist to our project, which is now in a tar.gz file. So this is an executable that we can now run, and it's going to be tar.gz as the extension for a Cabal project. So we've taken our project and we've created an executable from the project, something that can be executed. In order, the following will be built, listing our project name, which has been built. Then we started, built, installed, and completed the executable program. So now we created an executable. So those are three very popular commands that are used in Cabal projects. Coming up next, we're going to learn how we can install packages into a Cabal project. So don't miss the next lecture. In this lecture, we're going to learn how to install Haskell packages into a Cabal project. So suppose you have found a Haskell file or a smart contract, or you want to build one, and you see that you're going to need a Haskell package, or perhaps you're trying to run a Haskell file and it says cannot run because it doesn't have a required package. Well, you have to find the package and you have to install it into your project. Two popular websites for finding Haskell packages are Hoogle and Stackage. So they can be found at the URLs hoogle.haskell.org or stackage.org. Here, let's start with Hoogle. Hoogle is a Haskell API search engine, allowing us to search the Haskell libraries on Stackage by either function name or approximate type signature. For example, let's say we have to build a Haskell file that uses the data.txt module. Well, we can search up data.txt at Hoogle. Be careful because it is case sensitive. So we'll see this result, module data.txt, as the top result. Then in green, you have the name of the package where the module exists in. So modules are bundled under Haskell packages. So if you want to use a module, you have to install the package for that module. In this case, for data.txt, we need to install the text package, this is a time and space efficient implementation of Unicode text. You can click on text to see more information about it on hackage.haskell.org, which is the official Hackage website, /package/text. So you can read about the package on Hackage. You can see the details about the package, the versions, dependencies, and the modules available in there, like data.txt and data.txt.lazy, all these sub-modules in data.txt, as well as the flags, the downloads, the README. Okay, so then now we know what is the name of the package. So if we want to use something like data.txt, we have to install the text package. So how do we install the text package? Well, we can open up our project folder in a code editor and open the projectname.cabal file. In here, you want to find the location of build depends. So search for build depends. You can use Command or Control F to search for a value like build-depends. This should be under your executable near the bottom of the file. Build depends is a property where you can list packages that you're using in the project. So we would list text. You would separate the name of each package with a comma. You can also optionally put the packages onto a new line if you'd like. So this is going to specify that we want to use the text package in our project. Then you can go into your terminal or command line and enter your project folder and use the command cabal run to run the project. You should see a success message. If you see an error message, you need to search up that error message because something went wrong. Commonly, you might be trying to use a package that doesn't exist, or maybe you used the wrong name or you used the wrong casing. All right, so let's say I choose a package name that doesn't exist and I try to install it. Well, I'll try to list it under build depends. Then if I call cabal run, I'm going to get this message. Could not resolve dependencies. Trying this project. Unknown package test doesn't exist. Then there was a fail. After searching the rest of the dependency tree exhaustively, there were the goals I've had the trouble fulfilling. Hello Cabal, which is our project, and then the package. So this means we were unable to run our project because we do not have that package. So you have to make sure you list packages that actually exist in order for them to be installed with Cabal run. So that is how you can install packages with Cabal for use in your Haskell projects. So Hoogle is a popular website. Also Stackage. You can also search for stable Haskell package sets on the website stackage.org, which is another option for you. So you can search up something like data.map and hit search. Here you can see module data.map and some information about it, as well as in green, the name of the package where it comes from, containers. And you can also search up data.txt, any kind of module you want to use. Click on the best result, you'll see data.text on stackage, and then you can see where it comes from. So data.text, we know that it comes from the text package. So it's a little harder to find here via stackage where it comes from. But if you look in green, it will list it out. So sometimes you don't have to click and read all the information about it. You can just see where it comes from right here in green. So on stackage, you'll see where data.text comes from, text. And on Google, very similar. You see where it comes from in green. So two options for how you can find the packages that you need. You search up the module and then you see what package is the module in. Then you install that package in your project. If you liked this video, then go to training.mammoethinteractive.com. We have tons more content on blockchain, web development, machine learning, and much more. We also have a membership for just $19 a month where you can get access to our 372 course bundle and counting.